My schooling is, I think, very white-centric, and my biggest challenge is how does my experiences fit in.
¿Sí a las 12?
A las 12 si te dejan venir.
Sí, a las 12.
Y entonces 1 a 2, pero va a ser muy carrería.
Ok, está bien.
¿Está bien?
Ajá.
Ok. Sería el jueves a las 12.
Ok. Perfecto, gracias, Mom.
Ok, mi amor. Entonces yo voy buscando esta foto.
Ok. Bye, Mom. Gracias.
Bye. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Bye-bye. My name is Justin Sandoval Rosales. My dad is from Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, that's in Mexico, and my mom is from El Salvador. My parents came here and they were alone, you know. They had a few people to rely on. They were kids, you know, coming to this country. They had to find a way to feel like they're at home, and I think what maybe they realized is to feel at home was not just to create a family, like, you know, like that's one thing, you know, but also, you know, who they can count on and rely on, you know, to be there for them. And something that my mom and my dad have always done was to always give. So my dad and my mom had to really adapt, you know, and rely on, you know, extended family and kind of trust in humanity to give to them.
Y lo más bonito que ha sido de mí es enseñarle a mis hijos las dos culturas, que coman lo mío y que coman lo de mi esposo, y que sepa lo que somos nosotros y lo que son la cultura de mi esposo, y ellos pues han crecido conmigo en una forma de que yo no puedo hablar mucho inglés por la razón, no es porque no he querido, es porque siempre he inculcado que el idioma primero en mi casa ha sido español. Y fue bien difícil para mí dejar mi familia, dejar mi todo, porque a la edad de 13 años venir a este país no fue fácil. Y después estaba en Los Ángeles y vine a Oregon, conocí a mi esposo, fue algo lo mejor que me ha pasado en mi vida prácticamente, porque mi esposo fue una persona que hasta hoy en día él me cuida como sabe que soy su esposa, pero me protege, me da mucho amor. Con sus hijos ha sido igual. Entonces yo siento de que pues Justin para mí significó bastante, porque ya tenía una familia más aquí y es algo que era mío y es mío. ¿Verdad, Perdi?
You know, I really admire about Justin that he's somebody who's been really independent since he was really little. The older he got, the more independent he became, which is great.
How they've planted themselves in Eugene. Like in some way, I haven't taken a risk as big as they have, but I'm inspired in a way to take that same risk of just trusting in my community.
Hey, Justin.
Currently, I spend most of my time at work and in school at the University of Oregon. I work at the outdoor program. There I am a office coordinator. I work with students. I work with professional staff there as well. We just try to get students outside and enjoy the Oregon's natural wonders. I think what I like about school right now is the opportunity to work out in the community a lot more, and you get to practice valuable and practical skills that you don't really get to do unless you already have the trust. I mean, education comes in many forms. I'm learning, these structures of how public administration works, so then I can somehow speak that language and make those changes, or be a change agent in some ways. I am a board member for Puerto de Familia. My official title with them is I'm their secretary. I think right now my connection with working at Puerto is one way that I help build community, because I'm a board member that's making decisions on a nonprofit that I really believe in, that really helps the Latino community grow here, to also feel like they belong. No, noticing inequality and addressing inequality is not a setback, but I think that's a mindset that people still have, because it's costly, and not costly in the sense of money, it's costly in the sense of our values, in a lot of ways. It's costly because it's, not the status quo, and I think there's also like the sense of like, it's gonna change on its own, That's not true. It doesn't just change on its own. There's people out there, stepping away from the status quo, and making those changes. You have to go in there and make those changes yourself. How do I tap into being a good public manager if I ever become one, I want to, provide in the sense of like the best interest for everyone, equally. And I think people are very confused about what equal and equity means in a lot of ways, and that's where I feel like I have to kind of step in to like, how do I get into that platform to really have those kind of conversations with people, and not being afraid to actually like speak about inequalities, to speak about the inequities in our system, but also not being afraid to be a leader. Because I think being a good public manager is not just abiding by the policies and the laws that are there, but is making the best decision that's going to benefit everyone.
La vida es un estudio desde que se nace hasta que se muere. Así crucé para el norte buscando buena vida. Componente vacío de materia consumida. Dejé a mi abuela sola para besarle el Ronald McDonald y tomar Coca-Cola. Todos somos ilegales. Todos somos ilegales. Our time has come.